I can record it. Okay. So I wanted to go over like the very basics of this business. Like you got started and then you have this like almost like this holy crap moment. Like, what did I just get started with? What am I doing? And then like you have all this excitement in the very beginning, but then all of a sudden you kind of hit this like, now what? And like, okay, like I've been going through the motions. I've been thinking about doing this and now I'm actually doing it. What do I do now? And so that's where I come in and that's where I'm here to help you. I am always, always, always just a phone call away. Send me a text. If you have someone that is a strong potential customer or potential distributor and you're like, I don't even know how to get this conversation started, literally put me in a group chat on Facebook. I actually don't know if you can do it on Instagram, but I think you can. And on text messages, like whatever it is, and just like send the text and be like, hey, whoever the person's name, say Rose is my potential, and say Rose has a potential named Sally. Rose could send me a group text with Sally and say, hey, Sally, this is Jill. She's my leader with the company, and she's going to help us get this started. And then I would just go off from there. I can ask the questions. That way you guys can get used to, like, how the conversation can flow, how to, quote unquote, seal the deal, how to answer questions that like no one expects you to know right away. And you know what? It's okay to say to people, hey, I'm actually not sure. Let me check that out. Because our websites, our eSuite, our offices have all the information. Our team page has the information. I guarantee you, if you had a question and you typed it into the search bar on Live, Love, Rap, someone has that same question. So if you ever are sitting there like thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what this answer is. This girl is asking me a question. This guy is asking me a question. I have no idea. So you have a couple different resources that you can use. You can use eSuite, Live, Love, Rap, me, our group chat, anything. Like, we're all here to help you. So never feel like, oh crap, I'm screwed. I'm by myself, because you're never by yourself in this business. That's the great thing. That's why I have our group chat going on. That's why I add you to our team page, because we're all here for you. So eSuite, if you haven't dug into eSuite already, I will send you like the website for it and how to get onto it. I will tell you what it is actually right this second. It's just eSuite.itworks.com. And then when you get onto eSuite, it'll ask you for your ID number and your password that you created. So if you don't know what your ID number is, It Works has sent you an email with it. If you still can't find it, just ask me and I can send it over to you, because I know all of your ID numbers. I don't happen to know your website, but we can also figure that out too. So your eSuite, you want to dig into eSuite. You want to make sure that you it'll ask you a couple questions when you first log on. You want to make sure that you accept it. Just do a little bit of digging, figuring out like what tabs what. There's a document library. There is something called, let me see. I don't want to say the wrong thing, because I know that they just updated it. So I know that I don't want to. Okay. So it's called Training Academy on eSuite. And depending on where you are in this business, what rank you're at, just where you are in this business, they will give you training for that specific area of the business. So there's videos, there's different documents that you can find on there. There is an option where you can enroll a customer, a distributor, stuff like that. So definitely get yourself familiarized with eSuite. The next thing, personally, I suggest, and when I say this, I want you guys to know that like none of us really some of us do. None of us start this business because we have a ton of money, right? We start this business because we want to be making money. We want to be getting out of debt. We want to be changing our lives. We want to be just free of a million different things. There are some people that do this just to get to have fun and use the products and whatnot. But a lot of us, we start this because we are struggling financially. And so when I say this, I don't want you to be like, oh my God, I can't do this because I can't run this. Like, just think, running your auto shipment is a way that you are commission qualified every single month. When you run an auto ship, which means you're getting products monthly, it is a way that you are 100% commission qualified every single month. You get paid on what you order. Okay. Not only that, but it's also a tax write-off too. So no matter what you order, you always can write that off with taxes. But it's so important to be a product of the product, meaning it is so important to be able to have your own personal testimonies. It's great. Like, I'm not saying you need to try every single product, because I haven't tried every single product. Well, actually, I've tried almost all of them. The only one that I haven't yet is Estro Rhythm, and I think they actually discontinued it, which was like a menopause type product that I wasn't going through. So I never ordered it. I almost did, actually, because I was having really bad acne and they had a cream for it, but I think they discontinued it. But trying the product so that you can say, hey, I've tried this keto coffee. It's actually really good, blah, blah, blah. This is how I felt on it. Yeah, I've tried the wraps. They did this for my body. Like, being able to say, yes, I've tried it, and this is how it made me feel, or this is what it did for me, speaks volumes when you're talking to potential customers. Now, it is okay if you have not tried a single thing. That is okay. If you tried a couple things, great. I'm not saying that you need to go and order every single product right now. That is not what I'm saying at all. But also, when you run an auto ship, you are able to make cash back. So there's 3 ways we get paid. We get paid on commissions, bonuses, and wrap cash / coffee cash. Whatever you have on hand, you can sell for retail value. Okay. So a bag of wraps, I used to have, oh, dang. The other day, Dalton was looking for saran wrap, and I told him I didn't have any left, and I did. I just found it. But of course, I can't find my wraps right now. I think they're in my my thing over there. But in a pack of wraps, right, comes 4 individual wraps. So as a distributor, we get those for $59 for the whole pack of 4. You can, when you get them, sell them for $25 per wrap. Okay, if you sell all 4, that's $100. Okay, so you then made, what was that, $40 back to then put into your pocket. So when you, and then same for keto coffee, you can sell each individual packet for $5, $6, like anywhere for $4 to $6. You can sell an individual packet. So that's like cash going right back into your pocket. So you can use the products, be a product of the product, but you can also sell them offhand. You do not have to sell products offhand, okay? I personally, I do it, when people want to sample, when they want to try things, I sell them offhand. But I'm a little selfish with our products because I use them all. And so, like, right now I only have 2 bags of keto coffee left, and more is coming, thank gosh. But someone asked me for a full bag the other day, and I was like, oh no, I really don't want to give it to you because I want it myself. I did obviously, because that's how you make money, but I had a hard time doing that. So auto ship, running your auto shipment, trying out the products, being able to sell sell them to other people for retail value. So that's the other thing too. Say you have a product on hand that someone wants, but they don't want to order through your website. They just want to order it from you. You do not have to give them your customer pricing. Okay. If they want your customer pricing, they can go through your website and get it. So say someone wanted to buy the cleanse from you offhand and you happen to have one. If they ordered it off your website, it's $36. But if they want it and they want it now and they don't want to get it through your website, then you sell it to them for retail at $65, because you don't have to give someone your customer discount if they're not ordering through your website. Okay. Just like for our wraps, if they're $25 a wrap, because you're selling to them for retail pricing. Okay. You don't want to give away your discount unless, I've done it once for like a personal, like family friend that I know that she's already a customer. She just needed a bag, whatever. That was literally a one-time thing that I've ever done. But you don't want to screw yourself. You don't want to be, because if you think about it, like, you pay for shipping, maybe depending on the time of the sale, but you pay for shipping, you pay for taxes on these. You're not actually just paying $36 sometimes. So you don't want to just sell yourself short. You always want to make sure that when you're giving to someone offhand you sell at retail. So that was number 2. So eSuite, dig in, auto shipment, you should be running. It makes you commission qualified, which is the biggest thing. You want to be making money. Your launch party. So you both are not local to me. Okay. Rose, you're in Alabama, correct? Sorry.
Kentucky.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Laurie, you're in California. So I'm in Boston. I'm not anywhere near you guys. However, my enroller was not near me either. She was all the way in South Carolina, and the next person was also in South Carolina, and the closest person to me was in Buffalo, New York. So like I did my launch party, you guys, by myself. I was nervous as heck, but I did it. What I did was I set up an event on Facebook and sent it to my friends and my family. I said, come to my house at this time. I'm going to be talking about these products. If you guys want to try them, you can. If you guys don't want to try and just want to be here to support me, great. A lot of people are doing online launch parties too. And if you want to, you can do an online launch party. However, I always suggest if you are going to do an online launch party to do an in-person one too, because it's so different getting people face to face, belly to belly, because you can actually have that conversation with them and talking to them and answering their questions. And it's nerve-wracking, you guys. I had hey Rach, I had my family and friends, and like the entire time my face was beet red. I was like, I don't know what they're asking me questions, and I'm like, hold on 1 second. And then I'd go to my computer, type in their question, and then figure out what their answer was. But that's okay. It's okay. People do not expect you to know everything. Even almost 3 years in, sometimes I'm still like, I don't know. Let me ask. And so it's okay that you don't know everything, but it is really important that you launch your business. You let your family and friends know, we could, like I said, we can do an online party, but I also suggest doing an in-person party too. So if you have not done one yet, reach out to me after this Zoom and we can set it up and we'll find a time for you guys to do them. Okay. The next thing that if you are an organized person, this is great. For me, if you are, and if you aren't an organized person, this is a good thing to do. So I was talking about eSuite. Well, in eSuite, in your document library, there is a product info type document where it has like every single bit of information on every single product. It has the ingredients, it has what it does, it has frequently asked questions. If you have a printer at home, or if you are close to a local library or something, I suggest printing that out and making a binder. That way, when someone has a question, you can look quickly in your binder and be like, okay, here you go. However, we also do have all of that stuff online. So I find myself out a lot more often than being home and wanting to carry a binder around now. I also know more about the products. But for people that are more like to see it in hand, it is a great tool to have. What I also suggest if you do create a binder is to flip through and take a pad of sticky notes. Okay. If you watched if you watched Amanda Pruitt's video today that I tagged you in, I think she went over this about how if you take a sticky note, right, and you look at a product, write someone's name down who you think could benefit from this. So for example, when I went through this, I was at the Relief product. My brother has awful shoulder pain and knee pain. And so I was like, oh, Relief, it helps with like joints and whatnot. Okay, my brother would actually benefit from this. I wrote my brother's name on a sticky note. I put it on that. I flipped to the next page. The next page was the cleanser. I was like, okay, I'm just making this up right now, but this is actually what I did, but I don't know what next. My sister has always struggled with finding a great face wash because me, my brother, and my sister always had very sensitive skin. I'm going to ask her if she would be a product tester for the cleanser for me. I'd write her name down, put a sticky note. The next person, oh, my best friend really wants to lose weight, and she really wants to tighten up her skin after having a baby. Oh, she would be perfect for the wraps. Write Nicole's name down, put the sticky note on it. go to the next thing. That way you're trying to jog your mind, right? There were some pages where I was like, or like sometimes where I'd be like, I don't know who would be interested in this, or I'm running out of people. What do I do? That's where social network comes into play. And that's where you can grow your business that way. But the binder is a great tool to use. Again, like I said, we do have, sorry, my throat's so dry today. We do have all of that information. If you go right onto your website, right, on your phone, say you're always on the go, like I am barely ever home, and you go onto your personal website. So like, actually I can share my screen. Let me do this let me get on here though first, so that you know how to do this. How do I do this? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so can you guys see my screen right now? Can you see my screen? Yeah, okay. Oh, here, I see it right here. So if you go to your website though, so this is my personal website, jillianjc.itworks.com, which you all know because I've sent you to before. And you click shop. You click shop, and say someone's asking you about the keto coffee. They want to know the exact ingredients that are in it. Okay, so you would go to lifestyle, you would go into Keto Works when my computer loads, you would go into keto coffee. Okay, so you get into keto coffee, and this is on every single product. So every single product has this. And then what you do, okay, if you look right here, so it gives you a bunch of bullets right here. So if someone says, hey, what is that keto coffee? You could literally copy and paste these bullets and send them to people. I would make it so that it sounds more like you, and make sure that you're not like, you know, I wouldn't like these little things right here. Like I would probably make sure that those are out, but make it sound a little bit more like you. But these bullets are here so that you can talk on what these products do. But if you click view product info, okay, literally like here's all of the information. Here's what it has in it. Here are frequently asked questions. You guys, if you did not know this, this is going to be a game changer, okay? This is all of these questions people have asked. What does it do? How does it work? What's in it? What is MCT oil? Does this work for people that don't follow a ketogenic diet? Literally so much information on those view product info sheets. So make sure that, sorry, I'm just trying to make it so that I can see you all. Make sure that if someone has a question and you're not sure the answer, you know, you could use that. You can text me and whatnot. But great way to utilize that. But also if you wanted to do it, you could print out the binder too if you don't want to do it online. Fine too. The next thing is making a hundreds list, okay? That number to me was so scary, okay? Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, okay? Don't think about the number. That hundreds list is going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, okay? Think of it as a tens list, okay? 10 people. We also on our eSuite have something called the memory jogger, and it helps you think of people, like people you wouldn't have thought of before. So if you are like, I can't even think of 10 people, then go on to eSuite, type in on the documents, memory jogger, or I'll send it to you if you can't find it. And I'll send it to you. But get yourself a notebook, okay? Get yourself a couple sheets of paper and take a staple and staple it up. I don't care how you have to do it. Go into your notes into your phone, go into Google Docs, whatever works for you. Everyone does it a different way. I literally, like this thing 3 subject notebook, goes everywhere with me. It has my chart in it, and then it has one is for potential distributors and one is for potential customers, okay? And every single time I talk to someone and they seem interested, I am writing their name down, okay? That is how I create my hundreds list. When I think of someone in my head, like someone is talking to me about how they can't lose weight, I'm writing their name down so that I can reach out to them. I see people on social media that are struggling with something. I'm writing their name down so I can reach out to them. Your hundreds list is just a way so that when you are intentionally working your business and you have time to sit down and reach out to people for 10 minutes, that way you're not just scrolling your feed to say, okay, who should I reach out to today? Like, who should I reach out to? That way you have a list of those people that you can follow up with, those people that you can reach out to. When I first got started, the people that I put on my hundreds list were people that I thought of if I ever got a flat tire and I was stuck and I needed their help. So you could call that your flat tire list, or you could call it, some people call it a chicken noodle soup list, okay? Chicken noodle soup, you are sick as a dog and you need chicken noodle soup. Who are those people that are going to come and bring you some soup today to make you feel better, okay? That close circle, those are who I reached out to first. Those are those people that I said, listen, I am so excited about starting this business. I am looking for a couple people to be a product tester, and I'm going to give you my discount. Would you want to try out some of these products for me? Chances are some of them are going to say yes. I have to say, though, like my family didn't say yes right away. My sister did. My brother just started using the products, and my dad just started using the products. Like my mom is very supportive of me, but doesn't really care. I guess she does. She wants to, but she's also like, can you buy it for me? And I'm like, no, I'm not buying you things. You can buy it yourself. So it is okay if your family right away is not supportive off the bat. My dad loves me to death, but was very skeptical in the beginning, was like supportive, but not at the same time. And now he sees it. Now he sees what I'm doing. He sees how these products have worked for me and helped me in a different way. And so he's for it. But sometimes the people that you're closest with are the ones that are going to be trying to push you back a little bit to be like, no, not yet, not you. Like, you don't need to do that. But don't let them. And when they do, just reassure them, you are a grown person. All of us are grown-ups, and you can make your own choices. So like my brother, for example, he likes the products, but he is a very negative person. Even still to this day, like he'll be like, like Thanksgiving, he was like, yeah, jilling your posts. And I was like, I blocked you on all forms of social media. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you've noticed in the last year, but I've blocked you. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, you haven't seen a single one of my posts, so I don't want to hear it. And he was like, oh, right. But it's just like, sometimes you have to do that. Like my own brother, I had to, because I was just like, I don't need him chirping in my ear to, like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know that this business works. I know that these products work. And you just have to stay, on that one track mind. We say, put your blinders up. Don't look right. Don't look left. Just keep going. Just keep going. And when you're feeling like, that's what we're all here for. That's what you text me for, and you say, hey, I am feeling like I am going crazy. Like I just need some positive, and I'm here for you. So I don't know how I got off that track, but because I was talking about hundreds list and who to put on it. That's where I was. So hundreds list, just start a list. I'm not saying write 100 people down right now, but just start it. And then soon you'll be like, holy smokes, I have 100 people on this list. But even just start with 10 people and go from there. The next thing I want to talk about is posting. I know Rachel and Rose, I've already talked to you about posting and like the way that we post. So when I first started, we used to post 6 to 8 times a day. And we do not do that anymore. We don't do that. We used to post all these crazy different things, but we don't. We try to post 1 to 2 times a day of really good content things. So like I try to, we all do. We try to incorporate this business into our everyday life, as well as these products into our everyday life, and just share it. Whereas before, I would post a picture of this bottle sitting on my desk and tell you every single thing that it does. Well, we don't do that anymore because we want people to know us. We don't want people to like just stare at a picture of a cleanse bottle. We don't want people to just stare at a picture of a stock photo. We want people to look at us. The other thing too is social media has changed where we have something called stories, like Facebook stories and Instagram stories, where we can post those pictures of a stock photo to share what it's doing, because it goes away and it's not something that's constantly on our page and taking up our entire page. You know what I'm saying? So you want to use your posts, so your actual posts on Instagram and on Facebook, as things to share about you and share about where this business is going to take you, how these products have changed you, how these products have helped you in different ways. If you are like, what are you talking about, Jill, right now? Go scroll my feed, okay? Literally scroll my feed and just try, like, for example, today, I literally have a selfie of me and I said, goal for my hair to actually be this long, because I wore my hair extensions the other day. Action to get me to that goal. Hair, skin, and nail vitamins and collagen daily. If someone just looked at this picture, they would have no idea what I was talking about, okay? They would have no idea that I'm talking about these products in this company. So they have to ask me what I'm talking about, and that's what you want. You don't want to be giving out all this information right off the bat, because you want people to be like, you want to have that conversation. You want to be able to talk to them one-on-one, to then share and like talk to them about their goals and what they actually want. So we have, tried to make sure that we are focusing on things that are bringing us joy, focus on things that people can relate to, versus a stock photo and then sharing, this is Fat Fighters, this is what it does, here's how it helps. I loved on Halloween, Ashley took a picture of her eating her son's Halloween candy. I'm going to use this example forever, Ashley. Took a picture of her eating her son's Halloween candy and then was like, anyone else doing this? I forget what the actual words were, but like, anyone else doing this? Good thing I have something to help me block out some of these carbs and fats in this like candy. And then that way people are like, well, how is she blocking the carbs and fat? Like, I'm eating my kids' Halloween candy too. Like, what is she doing? And so then that way you can get that conversation started. I can tag you in some albums. They're called drip posts. That's really what we're trying to do right now, is dripping these products, this business into these posts, so that it's not just, hey, this is what I'm doing. So I can do that in a second. Also, we only have 8 minutes left, but that's okay. I think I won't need more than that. Again, so stories are huge right now. Use stories. If you do not know how to post a story, please message. Okay, I'll help you. I will send you I will send you one of those videos. What I was talking about, how I can share my screen. I will send you one of those videos so that you can do it, because stories are huge right now, because you can post those before and after pictures. You can post the picture of the coffee sitting there saying all the things that it does. And then on the last post, this is so important, you guys, if you are constantly posting pictures of these products, make sure you do a poll so that people can vote and say that they want more information, okay? So if you are one that is talking about the business opportunity, these products and the opportunity, make sure you do a poll at the end of your story so that people can vote, saying, send me more information. Or on the story, say, swipe up and type me if you want more information, stuff like that. So Laurie, I will send you a video on how to do that as soon as this is over. And then the last but not least thing is messaging people. I was actually talking to a girl the other day who was saying that she wants to do this business. She'd love to make money, but she'd never message a single person in her life. So she's just not going to do it. And I said, and I was very honest with her. She's been someone that I've known since I was like 5 years old. And I said, I have to be honest with you. She does another company. She does Beachbody or something like that. And she's saying that she really needs to get out of debt, and she loves our keto coffee. And I was like, well, then why don't you just do this with me and like sell keto coffee? And she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm post, like she constantly posts about it all the time. But she just doesn't want to message other people. And I said, posting and doing stories is only going to get you so far. Okay. It is only going to get you so far. You need to be reaching out to people. You need to be asking them, because think about you. Okay. I watched my enroller for a month. There are people on our team that have watched me or watched Courtney or watched Ashley or watched all of our leaders for over a year and did not say anything because they did not want to admit that they needed help on their goals. They did not want to admit that they were struggling financially. They did not want to admit that they wanted to grow out their hair because of X, Y, and Z, or they needed to lose weight. It is hard for people to come out and say, hey, I need to lose 20 pounds. Like, it is hard for people to do that. And I understand that. I literally watched my enroller for a month struggling like I was struggling, and I wanted to know what she was doing. But it was so hard for me to actually reach out to her. And I'm so glad that I did, because who knows how long it would have taken her to reach out to me. But like, you just have to put that in your mind that you are reaching out to help people. You are not reaching out to bother people. You are reaching out to help people. And when you put that in the forefront and you're thinking of that way, it changes everything. Okay. You're not reaching out to get people. You're reaching out to help people every single day. And so if you're not messaging, I mean, you're not reaching out to people. You're not going to expand your business. You're not going to grow. So you need to make sure, 5 people a day. Then once you hit 5 people a day, try 10 people a day. And that's where growing your social network comes into play too. But we can talk about growing your social network at another time. But yeah, so the things that I talked about today were digging into your eSuite, looking at your trying to set up your auto ship if you can. Again, I understand, I get it. We are all starting this business to make money, and we're not doing it because we have all this money, but being a product of the product is very important. And having that product so that you can sell it too. If you do vendor events, if you do parties, if you do stuff like that, it's important. Launching your business, meaning to do a launch party online, in person, or both. I didn't even go over that. Doing your binders, your hundreds list, starting it, just getting names on a list, posting stories, polls at the end of the stories, and messaging. I'm going to go over this for really quick. I only have 3 minutes, but I forgot to go over this one little tab that I want to go over. Posting a post. Okay. Asking your friends if they say that they are not interested in wanting to do this business or wanting to use these products. What I do then is say, that's totally fine. I was curious if you'd throw up a post on your wall for me. I'll send you a copy and paste message of what to say. How does that, and I can even enter you into something. You don't even have to say that, but you can be like, let me just go over an example. 1 minute. I literally just ask people, hey, can you do me a huge favor? And 9 times out of 10, they say, of course. Oh, why can't I find this right now? What is it? Where is this girl? My phone's not working. But pretty much what I say is, hey, girl, I have a question. Or, hey, Ashley, I have a question for you. Or can you do me a huge favor? Then Ashley would be like, yeah, what's up? And you say, I'm working really hard for this promotion right now, and I'd love if you could post a post for me, a copy and paste post for me. I'll send you it. All you have to do is just copy and paste it onto your wall. And again, 9 times out of 10, they say, okay. I've had a couple people say, I'm really sorry. Other people I know in my network are doing that. So I'd feel awkward just posting for you, which is fine, whatever. They are going to say yes. They're going to say yes. Some people, again, might say no, but most people are going to say yes. Haha, here we go. Okay. Hey, Shannon, I know this is super random, but would you do me a favor? She said, of course. I said, how would you feel about me giving you a copy and paste message to post on your wall? You'd tag me so that I can see the referrals. I'm pushing for a huge promotion in my business right now, and it means the world to me. And then at this time, I was doing a $100 raffle, but you don't even have to add this part. I said, I'm doing a $100 worth of free product raffle, which I'll announce the winner soon. How does that sound? She said, no problem. Then I send them a message and say, hi, friends. My friend, and then in parentheses, tag me here, is looking for product testers for a brand new weight loss coffee, newly released. She has lost X amount of pounds. You don't have to add that part if you don't want to. Who do I know who drinks coffee already and would love to get skinny by doing so? Then you can either have send them a picture of a coffee mug, send them a picture of a personal testimony, or no picture at all. And then you can comment a picture of someone's personal testimony on their post. And then I said, you can add this photo in the comments if you want to. You're the best. Then she posted it. And then what I do is I make sure that I have my timeline review on, and I don't accept it onto my timeline because then there'd be a million of just those posts. But what's great about it is you can always go back and you can look at your review for your timeline and scroll and see all of the things. And then you can go back and you can look at all the comments, all the people that have commented on it, and message them and say, and then there's a script for that too, and I can send it. But this is going to kick me off in a second. So send me a message with any questions that you have from this. And we can do a Zoom in the middle of the week this week. We can do another one next weekend on some of your questions, or just doing another working power hour. Sound good? Everyone feel good? All right. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for